Hello, and welcome to this week's edition of Real Talk. I am your host, Celexy, and I have some exciting news to share with you today. So, in lieu of a regular topic of discussion, which, as many of you know, I am never at a loss for words, nor do I have a problem deciding what topic to discuss. However, today there is something else that's weighing heavy on my mind, and that is the third testament of Heaven's Mind, a trilogy. Yes, it is on time and scheduled to be released next Saturday at the Trilogy release and book signing event scheduled for 12 noon at the Hampton Inn Hotel here in Indianapolis, Indiana. It is on Northwest 73rd Street, which is just west of 73rd and Zionsville Road in the Park 100 area. I am super excited, as always, whenever I have a book coming out or any other event that I'm doing. I'm excited about the book release, and I'm also very, very excited to be able to just provide the final chapter in the Heaven's Mind trilogy series. It has been an exciting journey. The second and third testaments pretty much just downloaded out of my brain and onto paper, unlike the very first testament, which took a while uh, to manifest, for lack of a better word. I feel like I was pregnant with that first book for a very, very long time. But once Heaven's Mind, the first testament, got out, second testament and third testament just pretty much just rolled right behind them. Boom, boom. So I'm really excited about that. I'm really hoping that you all will be able to make some time or take some time out of your busy schedules on Saturday. Come out, celebrate with me, have some wine, we'll have some food, prizes, and gifts. And I just want to see your faces and share the exciting adventures of Heaven's Mind with you. Now, you may have already guessed, but of course, Heaven's Mind, the trilogy, has actually launched a whole new line of books for me. The Heaven's Mind book series was basically launched this month as well. So there's several other books that will be coming out under that umbrella of books. So stay tuned, because Celexy will continue to be writing, continue to bringing you some real talk, and just doing what I love and doing what I do best. And I'm excited. One of the taglines for Heaven's Mind book series is Transformational Literature by Celexy. And I think if you haven't read the Heaven's Mind trilogy series, once you read the books, especially make your way all the way through First, Second, and Third Testament, you will clearly understand why it is transformational literature. It is very apropos for just about any woman in the world today, for any young girl or even a man to just to get a handle on what women deal with growing up under certain circumstances. It kind of, just sheds some light on some things and kind of gives them some insight on how best to handle women who have undergone these particular circumstances. So, what I want to do today, I'm not going to talk for a long time. What I really want to do is just share a little bit of the Third Testament, just to kind of pique your curiosity and give you a little taste of what to expect. And I'm jumping all the way down to the eighth chapter. And I'm starting in the middle of the chapter. So I don't want to give you everything. So you'll have to read the book to get the full gist of what's going on. But I'm just going to give you a little taste of something to let you know what to expect in Heaven's Mind, the Third Testament. And it begins. Heaven woke up before Nevaeh and proceeded to help EDK with preparing the food and setting the tables. Patrice was the first to arrive, explaining that both Grayson and Noah had notified her of the unfortunate news. Sharice, along with her family, Paul Jr. and his family, as well as Simone and the kids, arrived shortly thereafter. What began as a very disturbing, unnerving, concerning, and life-changing event soon evolved into a celebration of family, and EDK had everything to do with it. EDK shared more stories about the dream time as the family enjoyed a meal of chicken parmesan, seafood pizza, and a tasty mix of Asian greens, avocado, broccoli, and cauliflower. I'm sorry because I'm feeling kind of hungry, and reading that meal just move me. They had a meringue based pie that had a crisp crust and a soft, light inside, decorated with whipped cream and fresh fruit. Doesn't that sound exciting on a day like today? That dessert is called a pavlova. Pavlova, and that is from Australia. After they finished eating, EDK recited a poem called Our Land, Our Life. We don't own the land owns us. The land is my mother, and my mother is the land. Land is the starting point to where it all began. It is like picking up a piece of dirt and saying, this is where I started, and it is where I will go. The land is our food, our culture, our spirit, and identity. We don't have boundaries like fences as farmers do. We have spiritual connections. Upon finishing the poem, EDK started the melodic chanting she had performed earlier in the day. The rhythmic sound of the words she used were easy to catch on to, and before long, the entire family, including Nevaeh, were up on their feet, holding hands and dancing around the house, joyfully chanting what was coined the river song. Dun, dee, 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 da, da, dun, dun, dee, 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 da, dun, dun, dee, 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 da, da, dun, dun, dee, 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 da. Hoi na, yana. Oh, hi, hoi na, yana. Oh, hi, oh, hi, oh, hi. EDK was a pro. She knew exactly what was needed and did not hesitate to share her native traditions to heal the hurt of the family. Everyone had left. Heaven and Nevaeh were finally alone for the night. Heaven invited Nevaeh to sleep in the room with her. They were both exhausted and went right to sleep, for which Heaven was grateful, as she had no idea what would have escaped from her mouth if they had begun to talk about the day's events. Heaven remembered that she had planned to call Simone and ask for some advice. She had no clue as to how she would deal with Nevaeh regarding Aunt Liz's death and the true nature of their relationship. Simone was not surprised when Heaven revealed that she was Nevaeh's biological mother. Simone stated that she had always sensed a different energy from Heaven whenever she and Nevaeh were together anyway. Simone, having been raised by her own grandparents, somehow picked up on the vibration of the connection between Nevaeh, Aunt Liz, and even Alicia. Though Simone had never mentioned or questioned Nevaeh's true lineage, Heaven was relieved to hear Simone's response and made it easier for her to discuss it. Simone told Heaven that she would counsel Nevaeh privately for a couple of sessions to discern her ability and readiness to learn the truth. In the meantime, she recommended that Heaven also see a counselor for the same reasons. Heaven was not expecting more counseling to be the advice for her as well, but she trusted Simone. She asked Simone for the name of a good counselor, and to her surprise, Simone replied, EDK. Really? Heaven questioned. Really? EDK is perfect for this situation and for you. Heaven, you already are comfortable talking and sharing with EDK, and besides, she loves you. EDK is full of spiritual wisdom and knowledge and has the capacity to be an objective mediator for healing. Really, it is a no brainer that you seek counseling from her for this experience. Anyway, she is already expecting to do so because we talked about it at your house just before the funeral. Simone responded. Well, alrighty then. Let's get started. When can you see Nevaeh? Heaven replied. We can begin tomorrow afternoon. Please bring Nevaeh over around noon, which will enable you and EDK to have some private time as well. Heaven agreed. Heaven felt an uneasiness in her stomach and knew that this process was going to be more challenging than Simone made it out to be. Although she was not afraid of talking to EDK, she was troubled about what the counseling may reveal. And that's all I'm going to give you. So I hope that I've piqued your curiosity. There's something going on. There's something that's brewing, some truths and secrets that are going to be revealed in this third testament. And I hope that you are as excited reading it as I was writing it. For now, that is all for today's edition of Real Talk. I am your host, Celexy. You can find out more about the Heaven's Mind book series by going to my author's page at Amazon, amazon.com/author /Celexy Design. You can get all kind of information about the books as well as myself. You can also hit me up on Facebook at Celexy Design. You can hit me up at Heaven's Mind Book Series on Facebook. I'm also on Twitter under Celexy Design. And of course, I have a YouTube channel as well, Celexy Design YouTube. If you Google me, you'll find me. I'm all over the place, and I'm just excited about this event, and I'm hoping that you will join me. Have a great week, and I'll see you next week.